Hi everyone, it's been a little over 2 weeks since I started my propagation project, and I wanted to give you an update. So I took cuttings from Euphorbia trigona, Crassula Moonglow, and Crassula springtime. So let's take a look how they're doing. So here are my Crassula cuttings. After about 8 days, all of the Crassula springtime started having roots, and I'm going to pull a few of them so you can see. So here's this one, little roots, and then this one here, for example. This one has really got already established roots, started getting firm in the ground, and all the rest as well. So everybody has roots. Crassula Moonglow still doesn't have roots. Here it is. Doesn't have any signs of rot, so I think it just needs more time. The leaves from Crassula Moonglow also are not rooting yet. I have some other propagation projects here, and they have all rooted. I placed them in the same time in this tray, like this one. This cutting here has roots. The little ones have roots as well. And these little, I think this is Vera Higgins Cryptovaria, I think something like that, is also growing roots in little plants. Alright, so now I'm going to show you Euphorbia cuttings. So here is my Euphorbia trigona 2 cuttings. I pulled them out of the soil. As you can see, no roots on either one. No signs of rot either. I think they need more time. I am not sure that I'm going to keep them dry. I think I'm going to be adding some water because I don't think that's working for me. When I was about a month ago in a nursery that I recently discovered, it's a really cool place. I may make a video about it. But I was there and I saw how they were propagating their cactuses and succulents, and they didn't even have some of them in soil at all, and they definitely were not adding water. So, for example, this one, I got this cutting from them. It was about a month ago, and it was like in some kind of plastic cup just sitting, and the roots were maybe like 1/8 of an inch, like 2 millimeters, just starting. So I put it in a soil, and this is how much they grew since. So I think that they can go in a bigger pot now. This one here is another cutting that I got from a nursery. It's also Euphorbia, and I think I'm going to place it in a soil, not keep it like in a plastic cup or dry, and I think I'm going to add some moisture just as well as to Euphorbia trigona and see how it goes. So I also wanted to show you what's happening with Crassula Moonglow, from which I took cutting. So as you can see, Crassula Moonglow has started 2 branches, so that's really cool. And the same thing is happening with Crassula springtime. Wherever I took cuttings, there is double branching of Crassula springtime on all of these. I think it's a little hard to see. Alright, and now I'm going to share with you a propagation project that I'm starting today, and what happened with my Kalanhoe Lucia plant. So here I have Kalanhoe Lucia, or Flapjack Plant. I love this plant. It has beautiful colors, and during the summertime I kept it by sticks on fire because they kind of have a same rainbow of colors, like from green to red with light yellow and orange. And toward the end of the summer it started losing leaves. We did have some heavy rains at the end of the summer, and I don't know if that affected this plant, but when I got it inside, the soil would be really dry, and I would water it, and the leaves would be just shriveling and coming down, like the plant is not able to absorb water. So after this was happening for weeks, I decided something's wrong, and so I pulled the plant out of the pot, and there was a lot of orange, brown, fluffy stuff. I didn't know what it is. I should have taken pictures so I can show you, but I have researched since, and I think it was root mealybugs. There is many different kinds of mealybugs. So I think that they damaged the roots and the plant was not able to absorb water. So I decided to cut the plant, as you can see, and it was healthy where I cut, and it was callousing for about a day and a half. Now I'm going to dip it in a rooting hormone and just place it in a new disinfected pot with new soil. I actually bought soil and it was so wet. A lot of times cactus soil is kept wet, so I opened the bag and I put it by the heat vent to dry up a little bit before I put the new cuttings in. And then here I also have another Kalanhoe plant. This is beautiful. Like, actually there is three types of Kalanhoe plants here. Lavender scallops, but there is this one that's kind of like variegated, and then the one that it's just regular with green leaves with a purplish edges, pinkish edges, and then another kind here that I don't know name of this Kalanhoe plant. And they have a lot of roots growing and they're kind of all over the place, so I decided I'm gonna take cutting from this pot as well and try to propagate. And I also wanted to show you this plant here. It's called Kalanhoe humilis, or desert surprise. I love these purplish stripes on the leaves. It's really pretty. It lost these stripes toward the end of the summer. I don't know, it was maybe lacking a sun, so when I put it in the lights, the colors came back. And look how funny this is, where the leaf has been covered, there is no stripes. And on the other side it's the same way. It's sort of like if you were tanning in a swimsuit and you have lines from your swimsuit. So I wanted to cut off these tops because it kind of looks weird, and propagate it, and then use this bottom plant for propagation. As you can see, I have a lot of cuttings here. Most of these lavender scallops have already roots, but I'm gonna let them dry a little bit and then place them in soil. These ones were callous for about a day, and then I'm gonna dip them in the rooting hormone and put in the soil as well. So I will give you updates in a few weeks, hopefully. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, leave me some feedback and see you in the next video.